what is your name and where are you from?
Well, my name is Fèlix, and I was born in Barcelona. Yeah.
And how long have you been at Brockwood?
I'm new, this is my first year, around I don't know, since September. Roughly 9 months or a bit less.
Yeah. And how long did it take for you to feel settled at Brockwood, would you say?
Well, I think there's different stages of being settled at Brockwood. Definitely the first week helps a lot, or the first 10 days, because the school kind of brings you in and you get to know people super quickly, and it's very helpful, especially after living alone for the first time for most people here, you know, and you feel quite very well received, and then you slowly, obviously after the first week you don't feel like this is your house in a way. It's it's still distant to some extent, but I'd say after the first term, so within 3 months, when you come back after Christmas, it's very comfortable to be here. You know the space, you know the house, the people, and I feel by the time you come back after Christmas, you feel quite settled, at least for me.
And do you feel, I know you've only been here for maybe nine months, about that, and it's your first year, but do you feel that the place has changed you in some way, or that there have been changes for you personally since you joined us?
Yeah, maybe not I feel the way I look at the world now and the way I did before I came to Brockwood is entirely different. I think living in Brockwood makes you consider so many things that you didn't consider before, mainly because how you live and who you live with, because you're constantly exposed to so many other cultures and people that they kind of, your views or opinions in certain things might clash very often, and especially because we live kind of in this community, it's very easy to encounter someone who doesn't have the same views as you, and I think that makes you question a lot, constantly, every day, not in a way that it might affect you, but rather in a way that creates curiosity and just a sense of learning, you know.
And of course, because of the educational journey for you might be different from other students, so how has your educational journey been here?
I feel so right now I'm doing A-levels, which, you know, it takes some of my time, but I think aside from this more academic side of the Brockwood has, and the classes it has and all of this, I feel like there is a constant learning involved in the place, in a sense that when you sit down for lunch or dinner, you might learn something that you never expected, because you're always kind of communicating and relating to others, which means that the opportunity for learning in here kind of never stops. So I feel like the educational journey that you take at Brockwood goes kind of outside of classes or A levels or of more curricular activities, and rather is quite holistic in a way that you learn things that you would never learn in a class, for example, like social interactions, or just to go on a walk and learn from looking around in a way, you know. It gives you a lot of opportunities to keep learning in many different ways.
And kind of following on from that then, do you feel that you have a voice in the school? And how do you think students help contribute to Brockwood?
I think Brockwood is, like, when you first come here, I came from quite a mainstream school, so I was quite confused by, or surprised by, how much students kind of, like the responsibilities that students have in the school, in a way that we help coordinate morning jobs, which is, well, cleaning the school, or, like, you know, we help with certain things that need to be done, and it's trusted, like, upon us that we will do it, you know. So I feel that's one aspect of how we can contribute to the school. And we also have, I think we have a voice a lot more than in other schools that I've been to. There's like a thing called core group, which you go, and if you don't think something is working within the school and you think it could be better, then you explain how you think it could be better. You make a proposal, and then they evaluate it, and you know, things might change. It's not like there are a certain set of rules that you have to stick to and they won't ever change, but rather you can convey your ideas, and if they make sense in the context of the place and the moment the place is at, then people will listen to you. People might agree, might disagree, but it's very nice that you have the opportunity, you know.
So what do you think about the feeling of kind of community within that, the overall relationships here, the relationships between the staff and the students?
I think the relationships between the staff and the student are very unique, in a way that there is a lot of trust, and there is a lot of it's very direct. There is obviously like a professional barrier to some extent, but outside of that, the staff are always around. It's not like they're separate from you. Like, you trust the staff. If you need something, you go to staff. The staff trust you back. I think it's quite a healthy relationship we have with the staff. And it definitely helps the place kind of run swiftly and not get kind of stuck in different things, because you have this freedom of going up to a staff member and saying, maybe I don't really like this, or I need some help with this, and they'll be there for you, you know. So I think that's a big part of Brockwood in the end.
And do you think that a student develops independent thinking at Brockwood?
I think that in Brockwood there's a lot of place and opportunities for you to question yourself and your ideas and thoughts. And I think that definitely helps. It gives opportunity, like a lot of opportunities, and it helps you to create independent thinking, it helps you to question, it helps you to kind of realize certain things that you might have not if these opportunities weren't given to you. You know, like we have inquiry time, which is a time in the week where the school gets together and we discuss topics presented by students, and you get together with a group and you talk about it freely, and that kind of triggers you to think and to search for, to explore different things, you know. And I think that helps a lot of people in a way.
And it's something that you see as being quite unique to Brockwood.
Yeah, I think this aspect is, I think the amount of chances you have to do this in Brockwood, to think and to question, is very, very unique. It's something very unique about this place, and I think it's very central to what makes this place Brockwood in a way.